EOM Business Network. So much for one broadcast.
Hello there, very beautiful day to you, and thank you for joining us. You're watching the EOM Business Network, indeed, the voice of corporate Nigeria. I am Olorogo Elkanah Mowari. Today on the program, we shall be taking a look at the Nigerian economy from the perspective of industry operators. And so let's talk. We shall be featuring the distinguished and award-winning CEOs of 3AG Global Resources Limited, Study Hub Travels Limited, and Rattling Group Limited. On Spot On, we shall bring you an excellent gentleman, integrity advocate, purpose-driven, innovative, and customer-friendly professional, experienced, versatile, and transformative real estate development and marketing expert, serial entrepreneur, astute project management strategist, team player and industry captain. Kehinde Fajana is the founder, managing director and chief executive officer of Eliezer Investments Limited, an integrated, award-winning and world-class real estate development and engineering firm in Nigeria, and one of the most distinguished CEOs to look out for in 2026. And on the face-to-face is our quintessential gentleman, symbol of integrity and excellence, experienced, certified, and versatile Nigerian-Canadian aviation business management expert, purpose-driven and transformative entrepreneurial strategist, team player and industry icon, Captain Edom Tamunotoye Tawo is the founder, managing director, and chief executive officer of Etam Avita Services Limited, a world-class integrated aviation services firm in Nigeria, and one of the most distinguished CEOs to look out for in 2026. This is a must-watch. Stay with us.
Omota Oluwatobi, an amiable, goal-getting and customer-centric professional, certified travels and tour services management consultant, team player and industry leader, is the managing director and chief executive officer of Jerems Travels and Tours Limited, a fast-rising travels firm in Nigeria, and one of the most distinguished CEOs to look out for in 2026.
Jerems Travels and Tours and Jerems Properties. They are two different companies. One is into travels and tours, while the other is into real estate. So for the Jerems Travels and Tours, it has been in existence for over a decade, although the name just came out within a couple of years ago. But we have been in the industry for over a decade. We are specialized in travel and tours. When I say travel and tours, I mean everything that has to do with traveling or travels. We provide solution. We are problem solver when it's related to travel. So let's say from scratch to end. Scratch in the sense that, let's take for example, someone who wants to travel. What you need first is an international passport. So we take you through that process, from the process of you getting your international passport to visa application. We assist you, we walk you through the process professionally. All that is needed, we guide you. Then to your flight booking, we know when you have your passport, international passport, the next thing is to process your visa. And once you get your visa approved, the next thing is to start planning your trip. So the first thing that comes there or to mind is your flight ticket. So we do all that. Then from your flight ticket to your airport, hotel reservation rather, where you will be staying. So we help you book your hotel, be it chocolate, Airbnb, hotel reservation. We do all that.
Adedamola Sanusi, an excellent gentleman, symbol of trust, passionate, creative, and resourceful professional, experienced and astute business management strategist, teamwork advocate, and industry leader, is the Chief Operating Officer at First Delivery Company, a fast-growing global standard logistics services provider in Nigeria, and one of the most distinguished companies to look out for in 2026.
First Delivery is a last mile logistics company that is focused on helping merchants, businesses, and individuals to move items from point A to point B wherever they are in the world. And I use the world, not the country, because we can deliver to you wherever you are in the world. We have the import service, meaning you can shop from your favorite brands abroad, Amazon, Shein, ASOS, and have it delivered to your doorstep in Nigeria. We can help you provide that delivery service. We also do export delivery, meaning you can send items from Nigeria to UK, the US, China, and the likes. We also offer intrastate deliveries, meaning you can move items within a state. So within Lagos, within Abuja, within Port Harcourt, we can help you deliver items. We also help you do regional deliveries. So for example, you want to send an item from Lagos to Port Harcourt, from Lagos to Abuja, from Lagos to Sokoto, we can help you to facilitate that. We also offer fulfillment services, meaning we help you to warehouse your product, help you to do pick and pack, and help you to deliver to your last mile consumers. This is very much tailored to businesses or merchants that are not in the country but want to sell in the biggest commercial markets, which is Nigeria and Lagos. So we help you to bring those items in, store it in our warehouses, and help you to do last mile deliveries for those products. We're very technological driven. Our service is backed by technology. Technology is the backbone of how we operate. Booking on our platform is via websites, via the apps. Basically, we have API infrastructures. You can easily plug in your services with whatever platforms that you have, be it WordPress, be it Shopify, be it WooCommerce. We have that available. So I think the uniqueness for us is the fact that we are technological driven, and we have a lot of innovations that make it easy for people to have access to their deliveries.
EOM Business Network on Silverbird Television presents Most Distinguished CEOs in Nigeria
2025. We had to present a certificate of excellence, and to receive this award is the Chief Executive Officer in the person of Mr. Jude Arafiena.
I want to say a massive thank you to EOM Business Network.
Anthony Adebola Ajibose, a vision-driven, passionate, and customer-centric professional, personification of excellence, certified, experienced, and astute business management strategist, teamwork advocate, and industry leader, is the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of 3AG Global Resources Limited, an integrated international standard study abroad educational firm in Nigeria, and one of the most distinguished CEOs to look out for in 2026.
Persistence. It takes dedication. It takes you putting time and effort into it. It takes adapting to situation as they unfold. It takes identifying opportunities, and it takes you turning your weaknesses into strength. So all this put together helps one grow in the business phase. It's not a guarantee, but it keeps you on your toes and makes you understand that things will change, and for you to be able to adapt with them and identify them as quickly as possible keeps you afloat. 3G came into existence late 2000, between 2008 thereabout, when we got to understand the fact that there was a need for international education at that point. That was strengthened on the back that we had more graduates within the country and lesser institutions for them to study. It also came off the back of the fact that we had a lot of strikes at that point. So there was a need for an alternative, and a lot of people were looking outside the country for this alternative. Hence, we got into it and were able as well to satisfy the needs of lots of Nigerians that craved the need to study abroad. Look at student placement. When we talk about student placement, we talk about placing students into institutions abroad. We don't just place them, we understand the needs of each student, because one country does not fit everybody. Individuals have distinctive needs and wants, and for us to be able to identify those needs and wants, for us to identify if XYZ country might fit them best, we have a series of questions we will ask and examine and say the fact that, oh, it might be best you go to this country or the other country.
Study Hub, we've been in operation since the past 10 years, that's like 1 decade, although we incorporated in 2018, and then we started procuring visas for people that want to travel abroad, like tourist visas and the likes, and then we diversified into study abroad. That was like 4 years ago. So study abroad, we do it, we do vacations, and then also work permits packages. Like you want to travel abroad to work, if not for study purposes, work or whatever it is, we do. And then we also do flight tickets, of course, consultation when it comes to travel, pre-interview, preparation, and all those things. So it is something that we do in Study Hub here. Work permit packages, study abroad, flight tickets, documentation when it comes to travel. Like we have a lot of people that are confused on the kind of documents to put together when they are trying to submit the application, right? So we guide them, career guidance, scholarship placement. So there's a whole lot. So most of the packages is something we do here, like visa consultation, travel consultation. You are traveling to maybe African country, Europe, America, Canada. Here, we give you all the things you need to know before embarking on that journey. I won't really say how much we've achieved so far. I would just say we are in the progress, right? We are moving, and we are, of course, we've achieved a lot already. So the mission is to, because we actually saw a gap in the market, and then we decided to fill that gap. People are struggling, people are being scammed by the day in this industry. So we decided to fill that gap by assisting them with their visa, right? It's not like we are the consulars, but we are actually here to guide them all through the journey. So the mission is to make sure that we solve the problem when it comes to traveling abroad.
Whee! This is so...
All right, lead the way.
Careful, sweetie. I will. Zoom, zoom. Wow, this beach is incredible. Perfect selfie for my travel visa.
John Isibo, a distinguished gentleman, experienced, detailed and process-oriented professional, astute and people-friendly strategist, is the General Manager, Sales, First Mobile, a subsidiary of Routlink Group, a frontline diversified world-class technology firm in Nigeria and one of the most distinguished companies to look out for in 2026.
First Mobile is an MVNO. MVNO is Mobile Virtual Network Operators, and we'll be offering reliable, flexible, and affordable bundle plans. Generally, that's mobile communications. You're going to be getting very flexible plans, affordable plans, bundle plans, something tailored for the youth, the youth market. We're actually partnering with one of the MNOs, that's Mobile Network Operators, to provide capacity that will drive the kind of services that we want to offer the youth segment. We're actually focusing on the youth segment. If you are, of course, above the youth age bracket, you can still, of course, enjoy some of all our services. But as a business, part of our business plan or business model is, to focus on the youth segment. For people, like I said the other time, for the people that are older, of course, it's just the general, mobile communication, services that we're rendering. Of course, you have access to data, to voice, SMS at a very flexible and affordable prices. So our pricing, are highly competitive. It's a competitive market. So our pricing are very competitive when you compare us with what is currently obtainable in the Nigerian market now. So what we are offering the youth are very competitive, extremely very competitive. A responsible organization, so we are looking at how we can help the youth in the educational, space. So we're actually providing some bundle packages that are tailored towards some educational content. For example, they want to do their research works, online classes, e-learning classes. Things are going digital now.
An excellent gentleman, integrity advocate, purpose-driven, innovative and customer-friendly professional, experienced, versatile and transformative real estate development and marketing expert, serial entrepreneur, astute project management strategist, team player and industry captain, is the founder, managing director and chief executive officer of Eliezer Investments Limited, an integrated, award-winning and world-class real estate development and engineering firm in Nigeria, and one of the most distinguished CEOs to look out for in 2026.
If you look at our profile, our vision is to be a force to reckon with in the industry. And to God be the glory, we are here, as little as we are, we've been given our due recognition. Like any other business generally, doing business in Nigeria is another thing. More so when you are starting from zero. Our finance institution does not support creativity. They don't support you. You want to bring something new that they don't know, nobody answers you. Then they know how they were doing it. You want to do it differently, no bank will answer you. You have to tell them you are going to do it the way A was doing it, B, Z. You are now in D. You say you want to tinker with it. And for you to survive in any industry, if you are doing it the way they are doing it, you can never make it.
Captain Edom Tamunotoye Tawo, a quintessential gentleman, symbol of integrity and excellence, experienced, certified, and versatile Nigerian-Canadian aviation business management expert, purpose-driven and transformative entrepreneurial strategies, team player and industry icon, is the founder, managing director, and chief executive officer of Etam Avita Services Limited, a world-class integrated aviation services firm in Nigeria, and one of the most distinguished CEOs to look out for in 2026.
Back in 2019, while I was operating as a captain for an operator that was in Cape Town, South Africa. So on one of those occasions, I was kind of bored at the hotel. And at some point, I woke up and I asked myself, what if I lose my job? What next? You know, because as a pilot, they always teach us to look beyond and always ask ourselves what next. And I applied that in trying to create an organization. Well, ETAM actually started from that, you know, realization that I needed to do something, you know, beyond just flying, and as well as to give back to our country. So that's how ETAM Habitat originated. Basically, what we do is provide unique services to business jet operators, and services like what we call trip support. So if I have to break that down, trip support literally means providing an operational control center like you see here. We have established another one in Abuja, where we have licensed dispatchers that prepare flight planning for business jet operators as well as airlines in the country and also outside of Africa as well. So other things we do are like provide handling services, fueling for these operators, as well as overflight and landing permits, usually within Africa. Before you overfly any country, you need to get permission from their government or their civil aviation authority before you fly there. And we are positioned to make it seamless for these operators. So these are the little or the few services we provide. Also, we mentor pilots and we send them for type rating courses, and as well as from the ground up training. So that's what we actually do. In our vision, number one is to provide, you know, excellent customer satisfaction, as well as making sure that the services we provide are at the highest safety standard and not compromising their privacy. Pretty much with this vision, we have strived to make sure that our customers trust us. So imagine if a client, you know, gives you that responsibility to handle his or her money and you fail him, that means I have failed the organization and I've failed the nation as a whole. In our own niche, we're probably the only organization that provides very unique services that is tailored towards you know, meeting our clients' needs. You know, because our mission is to provide quality service delivery to our clients. You know, and so basically, again, we stand on, you know, trust. We stand on making sure we comply with government regulation, For instance, the Civil Aviation Authority has given us the certificate to operate, and we must make sure that we comply, with all of those standards that they have mentioned in the regulation, especially like having licensed dispatchers, because these operators that have pilots, they have to also interact with dispatchers that would tell them or advise them on maybe adverse weather effects, in their destination while they are flying to their destination, etc. They prepare all of the flight planning papers, etc., the load sheets and all that. So we pride ourselves as a unique organization that will actually provide services, that is tailored to our clients' needs.
You have to do things yourself. Don't rely on an agent to do everything for you.
The situation is such that you always want to come back to us.
We need to get the container out, set and repatriate, proceed back to our trusted partner in China.
If you're going and you have a job, our advice is take study leave, because lots of times people tell different stories.
You cannot develop automotive industry in the world today without law.
And that's a good point to call it a wrap on today's package of the EOM Business Network. Thank you very much for spending your valued time with us. We hope it was worth your while. But just in case you missed out on any aspect of it, then you can come with us to eomcoms.com and any of our other portals, as you can see on the screen. Our sincere gratitude to you, our sponsors, for your continued interest and support. Always remember, with you and us, we are champs. Oh yes, I remain Olorogo Elkanah Mowari. Please, let's do this again. Same time, same channel next week. We'll see you then.